With the 2020 Formula 1 season about to get underway at the Australian Grand Prix, there's no doubting Lewis Hamilton is the man to beat in the Drivers' Championship. At 35, Hamilton is undoubtedly at the peak of his powers and appears to have no weakness heading into the new season. Since the start of 2017, Hamilton has been near flawless. So is he even beatable right now? We've had a look at who or what could possibly stop the Brit from rewriting F1 history in the upcoming season. Well, let's start with the most obvious candidate. Given Hamilton shares the same all-conquering machinery with him, Valtteri Bottas. Following on from a tough winless campaign in 2018, the Finnish driver had the best season of his career last term for Mercedes. Bottas won 4 times across the season and even managed to match Hamilton's tally of 5 pole positions, but he was still some way off toppling Hamilton in the championship, finishing as runner-up by a whopping 87 points. On his day, Bottas is definitely more than a match for Hamilton, but ultimately, that day just hasn't come about enough for him to really challenge over a 21-round season. If Bottas is to knock his teammate off his perch, he'll need to build upon his successful 2019 and find even greater consistency. Arguably, the greatest outside threat to Hamilton's dominance has to be the Red Bull-Honda package, driven by the ever-improving Max Verstappen. In 2019, Verstappen demonstrated just why he is being tipped as a future world champion. A series of eye-catching performances reflected his strongest F1 campaign to date, as Red Bull made serious gains with the new power unit suppliers Honda. After a slow start to last campaign, the Dutchman went on to score 3 brilliant Grand Prix wins on his way to finishing 3rd in the F1 Championship. The team's progress meant that they were able to match and beat both Mercedes and Ferrari over the later rounds of the season. Verstappen's thrilling duels with Hamilton in Monaco, Hungary and Brazil acted as a taste of what is to come in the future, and certainly showed he's capable of going wheel to wheel with the Brit this season. If Red Bull get off to a fast start out of the blocks in the 2020 season, Verstappen will certainly have a say in the 2020 title race. During his maiden campaign at Ferrari, Charles Leclerc certainly repaid the faith shown in him, proving he has all the credentials to be a future star for the team. The baby-faced assassin recovered from notable errors in Baku, Monaco and Germany to outshine 4-time world champion teammate Sebastian Vettel in the second half of the campaign and finish 4th in the championship. After picking up Ferrari's first victory of the year in Spa, then delivering the team's first Italian Grand Prix win since 2010, Leclerc rounded out the year by asserting himself into contention as the new team leader at Ferrari. Can he really compete at the very top this year? Well, if he can cut out those occasional silly errors, harness his raw speed, and Ferrari's car gets up to speed, he could force himself into contention, but right now it's quite a big if. Given Hamilton and Mercedes' recent dominance, it's hard to see how he can be beaten in a fair fight. But as Hamilton knows all too well, external factors can certainly come into play. Car reliability has played a role in deciding championships in the past. Nico Rosberg versus Hamilton in 2016 springs to mind. While the British driver may have been haunted by reliability gremlins before, he has also enjoyed strong reliability throughout the past 2 seasons. In fact, Hamilton didn't suffer any major issues across the 21 rounds last campaign, enabling him to stretch out his remarkable streak at 33 consecutive races inside the points. But Mercedes were hamstrung by a series of mechanical problems during pre-season testing, both at its works team and customer outfit Williams, which will be a cause for concern back at the engine factory in Brixworth. The law of averages will suggest that Hamilton is due for some bad luck to fall his way in the near future, and his rivals may well be clinging on to that hope. Yes, confusing, we know, but bear with us. One of Hamilton's flaws in the past has been a tendency to allow an air of complacency to creep in. He eased off after wrapping up the 2015 title with 3 rounds to go, having beaten then Mercedes teammate Nico Rosberg to back-to-back championships. Rosberg responded with 3 victories, believed Hamilton was beatable, and we all know what happened next. Reliability did massively hamper Hamilton along the way, and had it not been for a dramatic engine blow-up in Malaysia, Hamilton would already be a 7-time world champion. But Hamilton had himself to blame too, as he made a string of costly errors, most notably by a poor start that saw him squander multiple points to Rosberg. Granted, He has learned from the past and not taken his foot off the gas in the same manner in recent years, which was underlined by his dominant end to 2018 and by crushing opposition at the 2019 season finale in Abu Dhabi. Right now, it's hard to see how he can be usurped in the upcoming season, but can you see anyone ending the British driver's dominance? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.